Hey Holly, this is Victor again. Very glad that we got to talk over the phone earlier. This is just that quick little video that kind of introduces what I do and especially what I do that gets more customers and leads for the plumbers that I work with. So it's just to introduce you so that way we can be on the same page. Honestly, I didn't want to overload this video with too much information. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. Jumping straight into it, I have a little tool here called Keyword Surfer. It helps me see how many people are searching for something on average per month. So taking, for example, here, plumbers in Salt Lake City, it shows me there's an average of 1,000 searches a month looking for those services, or in other words, looking for your services, especially looking for you. And the first place they would find you would be here in the Google Maps or here in the organic results where your website is listed. Now, a lot of people are familiar with Google, but what most people do not know is that at a minimum, 75% of clicks go to the first page. In other words, those 1,000 potential customers, they're either going to pick these top three results or one of these top results right here. So it shows how you need to be on the first page for those 1,000 potential prospects to find you, but especially find you first. And so the first place they would find you would be here in the Google Maps. Now, this right here is your Google Maps listing. You guys are number 11th in line. That means those 1,000 potential customers are going to find at least 10 other listings in other businesses before yours. Number one right now is My Buddy the Plumber Heating and Air. Now, a lot of people think that it's location or perhaps the number of reviews that get you to the very top. It isn't. If you take, for example, a look here, My Buddy the Plumber has 900, but Action Plumbing has 1,200. But yet My Buddy having less, they're at the top. So it's not necessarily reviews or location that gets you to the top, but it's actually something called citations. And I use a little tool called Whitespark that helps me see exactly how many citations My Buddy the Plumber Heating and Air has. And the best part is, not only does it tell us how many citations he has and how many you would need to beat him, but we can get some of the exact same citations as well. So in other words, pumping some citations to your Google Maps listing will get you to the very top here so that those 1,000 potential customers will find you first. The next place they would find you would be here in the organic results where your website is listed. Now, I took a look through your website, and honestly, it's a phenomenal website. Very simple and very easy to maneuver through. However, the issue is when somebody looks up for plumbers in Salt Lake City, you guys are number 70. That means those 1,000 potential customers are going to find at least 69 other websites before yours. Number one right now is Yelp. Number two is KSL. Three is Angie's List. Four is Nearing's Plumbing. Five is Home Advisor. And everybody knows how big of an agency it is. Yelp, KSL, Angie's List, Home Advisor. And what you call it, the reason why they sometimes people think that it's impossible to outrank them on Google. But I took, for example, these top four results right here: Yelp, KSL, Angie's List, and Nearings. The only reason why they're at the top is because of two things: content and backlinks. Content just means they have more words, or in other words, more information than yours, and backlinks, it's where it's at. Backlinks are pretty much just the number of links coming back to your site. And so, taking for example, Nearings here. Nearing's Plumbing, I use a little tool called Majestic that helps me see how many backlinks he has. And looking at the numbers here, only 45. So in other words, very, very easy to get your site from number 70 to beating even Yelp, beating KSL, beating Angie's List, yes, and even beating Home Advisor so that you be at the top right here. So that those 1,000 potential customers find you and find you first and find your website first as well as your Google Maps listing first. Now, as I guess a little bonus, I use a tool called Uber Suggest. It helps me see how many people are visiting a site. It helps me see how many people are going in, the traffic. Now, I took the fourth in line to show you how important it is to be in the top results here. I took Nearing's Plumbing and put their website onto Uber Suggest to help me see how much traffic they're getting. And even at number 4, they're getting an average of 992 visits every month in average. That's 992 potential customers that could be visiting your site instead. So, like I said, obviously there's more factors to this, such as the different types of backlinks, keywords, social media, Google Ads, etc., which we help you with as well. But like I said, I didn't want to overload this video with too much information. So, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me.